Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today's daily, which is a puzzle page. Sorry, I'm being distracted here. It is December 11th. I wanted to switch to something over here first. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, let's get our daily rewards and let's get into the main page, see what's going on with this thing. See if we get any bonus information or anything like that today. Doesn't look like we are, but we got some good ones here today. I'm always a fan of Quote Slide. Always love to see when it pops up. Yeah, we've got a decent selection here. So let's just dive into them. Let's start with our wordy. That's up the top here. Let's get into it. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Yesterday's was a weird one. I didn't obviously post yesterday because we had another thing, but it was not a word. It was a normal word, but it wasn't something you'd find easily. Oh goodness gracious, we just found a ton of letters here. I'm wondering if this is INOS. Could that work? Like winos is a word, but it's kind of a slangy word, isn't it? A bit derogatory too. Dinos is probably a word. Minos is a wasn't that a was it a town or was it like a civilization in Crete? I believe it was. Anyway, let's go. I'm babbling. Let's go with dinos. Okay, so it's not that. So maybe it's oinks. If the O has to go right before that, that's probably all it can be, right? Yeah, okay. Minos was where the Minotaur came from. That whole legend. So, i.e. Minotaur. The things we learn when we do puzzle pages. Let's get into Armada. Let's get those guys. These guys will all be in, and let's start getting rid of all the stuff that can't be in. And let's see what we've got. This 4 here has to be done, which is going to finish the 1 off. You can't be in. 3, the 2, the 4. This 2 now has to be done. This 2 has to be done, which is going to finish this 4. That 2 is done. This 2 is done. 3, 4, 5, 2. One of those. These 3 are done. Good. Oh, I didn't even see this 0 down here. That's going to help out a lot because that's going to give us this 3, this 1. Actually, it gives us all these guys for the 5, and then that's just a 2. There we go. Good. Let's do the word slide. Hopefully we can get through this guy today. Let's see. The E has to go here, so that's a start. You are either an S or a T. It could be either. It's probably gonna be, well, it could be ST or it could be TH or SH. What do we think is the most likely there? I'm trying to think if there's anything with a TH that would actually work. I don't think there is, because it would have to be TH and then R, right? Threp, thrap. No, none of that seems to work. This has got to be an S. Now the question is, it's going to be SH or ST. Of course, we know there is a T in the word somewhere. Excuse me. So, it could be strap. That is possible. It could be... I think that's the only thing that could work, actually. So let's put that in. Let's run with that and see what comes of it. All right. So this word has an H in it. Somewhere. Question is where? Could be TH, I guess. But what would you put there if you think about TH? I mean, you can't put a C with it. You'd have to put the I with it. So it would be a THI. Then an E or an A. That doesn't really make much sense, does it? But I don't see anything else that's actually working. At least not that I can pull together here for the second. Maybe we come down to here for a bit and just try to switch gears here. This H is going to be one of those two, by the way, as well. What is this going to be? Because it has to have an L and it has to have a P. In fact, oh no, it could be... The R could go there. Okay. So this letter is either the RL or the P. Pert, I think, would work as a word there. No, it won't, because we have to use the L, so forget that. Pelt would work. No, not you there, you there. Let's try that. This has to have an S in it. I feel like we're going down the wrong road on this guy. Because I'm kind of losing track on some of these words that don't seem like they work too well. No, this isn't working. Well, you stay there, but let's go back to this one. Maybe there's some sort of refreshment to my brain here that we can work this one through. Could this just be tech? Let's go there. I would force this to be an R. This could be airy, an I and an E. I don't know which one it would be, or it could be aria. Well, airy, no, that's not spelled right. That's A-E-R-I-E, isn't it? Having to do with, like, birds. So maybe this is just aria. That would push the E down here. This would be an H. This could be help. Okay, this is starting to make some sense. This would be an R. This would be the E. This would be a T. This would be... Yep, there it is. Okay. Tech was the key. Imagine that. Tech being the key. Okay, what do we... Okay, quote slide next. Good. Let's get the standard going. Hilary de Piano. I don't know who that is. What is this word? Get is most likely. I mean, it could have been rat, but highly unlikely the word rat is going to be in there somewhere. That's just a guess there. This is most likely a T because of the apostrophe. What could this word then be? Won't make sense. Something won't something. Mind. I'm just kind of putting words in here and see what comes out of it. Let's see what else we can find. We got 2 3-letter words. Either one starts with Y, P, or T. This is... I was going to say that, but we don't have an A in here. Trying to find a word that works with won't mind. These... Past? Past won't mind? I don't know about that. Here's let's go about this one. This is about. Come on now, go. Just use the letters we can just flat out use instead of wandering around trying to find other stuff. I think this is past because that would kind of make sense in the concept of the past won't mind. About, this has got to be the... Can you please work? Thank you very much. Which means you will be Y-O-U. Excited. You can get excited about the future because, not because, but the past won't mind. There it is. Never heard that one. Never heard who that woman is. So, all right, what do we got next? Let's do picture sweep. So we'll have picture sweep crossword and then the picture cross, excuse me. It's called picto something in a basic sense. These 9s all have to be in, so let's just plop all that stuff down. And then we'll roll from there. The 6 has to be done. The 2 is now done. This 2 is now done. These 6s on the edge are just done. The 7 is done because it can only have 2. It needs to have 2 blanks with it. 4, one of those. 3, one of those. This 7 is also done. The 8 was done. Now this 8 is done, so we can put those in. This 8 is done, so we can put those in. The 1 is done now. The 2 is done now. That will finish the 5. This 6 up here was always done. I just didn't look up here yet. This 2 is done. That's going to finish the 4. And we just need to finish the 5. Okay, easy enough. Not a clue what that is. That a dumbbell? Okay. I swear, when they zoom out, it's much easier to read than when it's up like this. I don't know why. Okay, let's do... I'll do the ad on the crossword, and then we'll get into the... Okay, there we go. Let's get into it. All right, let's start up here. Inheritance document would be will. Component of air, oxygen. Defender of a goal is a keeper. Troubled or anxious, edgy. Okay. Person greatly concerned with morality. I was gonna say padre. No, okay. That could have worked there. Don't know off the top of my head. Let's go move on. Showy and brash. Gaudy. Okay. Matured, aged. About society, social. 40 winks or snooze is a siesta. Come on, click on there. There we go. Not diluted. Something that's pure or full strength or neat. If we're talking about an alcoholic beverage, there we go. Flex for tying. Wire. Slanted, sloped. Takes insight. Tours. Much contrived excitement. Hype. Prevaricated or played for times. I don't think I've ever heard of prevaricated before. Played for time. Hedged. As in you hedged your bets. Get something back. Regain. Give medication. Dose. Lengthy written article is an essay. Go higher is ascend. Distant or remote is afar. So person greatly concerned with morality is what? A prude. Okay, there we go. Prude, padre, same thing, right? All right, we should just have picture cross left. Just jump into it. All right, we can start with the blues. Those seem to be just be done's. 3, 4, 4, 3. Anything else that's similar to that? Maybe these brownish colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can get some of them in there. For at least for that 4. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can do this guy here as well, because we have to start down here. So that's going to put you and this scarlet color here. This red has to only go down there. There's only one of them. What about these other guys? These are kind of interspersed. Let's go back to this gray. 4, 5, and 6. You have to be in... Oh, we can do this guy here, right? Because we're going to have 1 gray, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to fill all this stuff in. And then we can just finalize these guys. That's good. Okay, this 2 has to go up. Because we can't ever go down here. Because we have to get a purple first before we start the rest of the 6. Plus you can never get there from there. Which means you also have to go there. This 2 has to go down. And then these guys have to fill in. The purple is going to be this one. And don't know if we can fill in these guys. So let's try to find something else. This brown 2. This guy's got to be done, right? 7. Yeah, this is already just a given. That's going to fit the purple here. That's going to mean these 2 are going to be here and here. This crimson color, not you have to be in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What about you? You're going to have to just go here. You guys can do what you want. You're there in one of those 2. Okay. This 3 pops into here. This, we don't quite know about the 2 and the 1. It could go, oh no, it can't go here because we have to get some red first, so it does go this way. We can also just look at the 7 up here, didn't notice it. And we can do the 6 over here. Oh wait, I messed up something here. You weren't supposed to be in. Okay, I just went too many there. No worries there. This 4 is done. This 1, 3 is done. The 1, 2 is done. The 1, 2 is done. That's a 3 with a gap and then a 4. 1. No, we can't go up here any further, so it has to be these guys and then you. Now we can fill in these gaps. You have to go here. You come in here. That's done there. The 4 has to finish down there, which says the 2 has to get into these guys. That will be the 1 then. So one of these 2. That 2. What am I not? Oh, we can do the brown. Let's finish the brown off. These guys have to be done. Now, where are we determining where these guys go? Why do I not quite see it? Oh, here it is. This guy has to go here. That's going to set those off and mean you and you. Okay. Now, what is this? Looks like a tart or something like that. Fruit strudel. Close enough. Right? Yeah, because we're not going to do the O's and X's. We don't do Sudoku. And that's everything. Cool. All right. We got through that one really well, actually. Cool. So those were fun puzzles. Enjoyed those. Always enjoyed the quote slide. And everything else worked out quite nicely. The crossword was pretty good. Got through that in good style. So anyway, that was December 11th daily of Puzzle Page. Hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.